Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. I am Jennifer the Crazy Crafter and I am going to do another Christmas card today. What I am doing is a Slimline card. This is the first time I've ever attempted one. So come along for the ride and I am going to show you what stamp sets that I am going to be using. So I was going to use the Snow Wonder, the tree on it, but when I was measuring my card base, it just wasn't fitting. I don't know. I wanted something a little bit bigger. And the biggest that I have found so far, my stamp set, haven't gone through them all, but I'm kind of sold on this Christmas tree here. And this is from an old stamp set from close to my heart. Believe in Christmas. I'm not sure if this is still available. If it is, I will link it in the description box below. But I'm going to create this Christmas scene. I'm going to use this stamp. I'm thinking about the Santa sleigh, possibly. And I am also going to use this small snowflake. And what I'm going to do is, you'll see as I go along, is I am going to create this scenic background. I'm going to use some emboss resist techniques where I'm going to snap. There! I am going to stamp with the snowflake all over like 2/3 of the card with Versamark ink. I'm going to emboss that, heat emboss. I haven't picked out my color yet. We'll find that out as I go through this video. And then I'm going to ink up this nice nighttime background. I'm going to stamp my tree and probably put Santa somewhere. I got to keep that in mind when I'm doing my snowflakes. So, without further ado, I want to give you the measurements before I get started, because what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to speed the video up as I'm putting the card together, so I don't have this 30-minute long video, and I will do some voiceovers. But before I get started, my card base, okay, it is cut at from 7 by 8.5, okay. And these fit in a number 10 envelope, your business size envelope that you could get at Walmart, your office supplies stores, whatever. But then on the 7-inch side, I scored at 3.5 to make my card base. Now you can make these as landscape or portrait. This particular card that I am making is going to be portrait. Okay, and that's going to be the card. This is what I'm going to stamp on the gray, and I'm going to try to use coordinating colored inks that are very similar in color to this. I've got enough ink pads, I should find something, but without further ado, now we're going to get into it. My bad. The sentiment or the snowflake is coming from Spruced Up Scrapbooking. I don't think that I know this is not available anymore. I think this came in a scrapbook kit last year, so I know that it's not available, but use what you have. Create your own, find your own tree, find your own snowflake, and just follow along. So here, what I decided to do is to go ahead and stamp my Santa and my tree. At first I tried black Memento ink or StazOn, I'm sorry, and my StazOn pad was just dried out and it did not do a very good impression, which you will see here in a moment. And I will flip my mat over, and then I'm going to switch to black archival ink from close to my heart, and that turns out much better. And you can find the black archival ink in my close to my heart store, and I kind of like that a lot better. And I tried to ink the tree one more time because it's a very detailed and dense stamp, and that's what I like about the Misty tool there. Now here I am using my anti-static pouch before I do my stamping for my embossing of my snowflakes. This is where the magic begins. I just start stamping snowflakes randomly, some a little bit off the page. I believe I put a couple around the tree. And then I switch over to Snow Wonder from Stampin' Up! And do a couple of those snowflakes as well to get a little bit of variation. And then after this, you will see me go ahead and get my embossing powder out. The embossing powder that I chose was picked up at Hobby Lobby, I think. It might have been Michael's, but I think it was Hobby Lobby. And it was some kind of tinsel or something, but it was a white embossing powder, kind of like it was Snowflake, I think was the name of it, because I wanted that sparkle. And then I will start heat embossing that, and I usually start by heating the back. You get a little bit of less curvature and more even heating to melt that powder. Okay, there it is, all done. I'm trying to show off, trying to get the look of the glitter on there, glittery look. That didn't show up well on camera. Now here's where I start with my lightest color for my night sky. And this is where the magic begins, because that embossing resists the ink. And then I get lighter and lighter as we go down towards the tree. I used 3 different colors, and one of the colors was actually a Stampin' Up! Color, as you can see there. I did use that. And I ended up getting ink on my finger because I stuck my hand in the ink pad. But this is a darker blue, and I'm not a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator now. I tried them for a brief period of time, as I have mentioned in other videos, but I have my reasons for just sticking with close to my heart. A lot of it has to do with the commission level, how much money you can make, and the rewards and stuff like that. I'll get into that in another video. Okay, so I got that part done and kind of blended that through with the lighter color, and then I'm going to need to go in with charcoal. See, that's where I was saying I stuck my hand in the ink pad. I had to clean off my finger. Okay, now I'm going in with close to my heart charcoal, mostly around the edges, and I'm using a finger sponge dauber for this, which we also have. Close to my heart carries those in a package. I love those. It makes edging really easy. Sometimes it's easier than the blending tool, for certain situations. And this I found to be perfect. See, I'm like kind of going around the edges with that. Now what I'm doing is I'm spritzing some water on there and using a paper towel, kind of to get a blotchy effect. That's another thing you could do with these, because they interact with water. Now I'm tying a ribbon around the top, and I'm just tying it in a knot. Okay, I did not feel like getting my bow making gadget out to make a bow, but sometimes the knots are just as nice, and they're simple, and I did not want it to be the focal point. So here I'm going to use some liquid glue to stick that on the back versus using the tape runner, because you get a little bit more wiggle room when you use liquid glue. I could wiggle it around to get it straight, because I am not the best at putting things on straight, and I'm getting my head in the way there, aren't I? Okay, so we got that all down now. And now I am going to emboss the sentiment And I think I use that same white embossing powder. Yes, I do. That's Snowflake. So I'll heat emboss that. Then I'm going to cut, I cut it out, and then what I did is I made a banner. That punch that I showed was a Stampin' Up! Punch. That is a banner punch to get perfect flags. And here I am popping this sentiment up on 3D foam tape. What's close to my heart is our thin tape. Also, you can find that in my store at the link in the description box. I'm not going to link each individual item, I don't think. It's just, you could just go to my store and find these supplies or pick out your own supplies. If you don't like the stamps I used, find ones that you do like. We have a lot of new Christmas stamps available. Okay, so I'm figuring out where I'm putting that. Okay, I found that out, and there it is. Okay, so here is the finished card, everybody. I added the banner off camera, embossed the greetings as "Believe in the Magic of Christmas." I created the banner, as you saw, with this banner punch. I forgot that I had it till I went into that drawer and was looking for something else. This is a banner punch that I got last year from Stampin' Up! To create banners. I don't even know if they even still have that. I think I might have even gotten that on clearance. Okay. I added, you saw me add the ribbon just to kind of dress the front up. Inside, I added a white panel to write your greeting, and I stamped the snowflakes in charcoal from Close to My Heart. Kind of just add a little something something on the inside. And this will fit in a number 10 envelope. Easy mailing. So, there we have it. That is my second card. So we had the first card and the second card. I guess I need to step up my game and really get my cards made if I'm going to have enough to send out this year, huh? Okay, well, that's all I have. Make sure you hit that thumbs up button, subscribe, share, and comment. And any kind of products, any kind of paper supplies, inks. We have a lot of fantastic designer papers for this season and stamp sets. Head over to my website. It is in the description box below, my Close to My Heart store. So, and I will see you next time. Bye.